What's up, Blue Jay fans? Happy Easter. Welcome back to another podcast, a West Coast 2-for-1 podcast. I'm going to recap last night's game and then go over the preview for today's game. So please stick around throughout the whole thing. Like, comment, subscribe to this channel if you like what I'm doing. Game 2 recap from last night. The Blue Jays came in riding a 4-game win streak against the Angels. They are 5-3 on the season versus the 4-3 Angels after a 4-3 victory last night. Big Bo Bichette home run. Decent start by Chris Bassett. Good to see. But we got Jose Berrios on the mound last night, and this was another concerning start. Same with Kikuchi. We're going to go through this all season with these two. Probably. Berrios has had very little success against the Angels coming into this game, especially at Angels Stadium. They are hitting .323 against him with a 7.28 ERA. So, a troubling pitcher coming in with concerning stats. So, typically, the law of averages play out. Let's see how that goes. The game started as well as could be expected for Berrios. Through the first 3 innings, he seemed very deliberate. His location was terrific. He kept the ball down consistently in the zone where he needs to stay, and he did that very well. He gave up a run in the 3rd inning. That was not his fault. That was Bo's fault. Bo kicked that ball into right field, gave the batter a couple extra bases, and he came home after that. Berrios recovered very well from that. He did not get flustered. He got the next 2 outs, and after 3 innings, it was like, this is a nice Berrios. Well, let's see what this is. He looks like he can be what he can be, but this is what's frustrating about him, because he has those good innings, even when he's terrible, and then he falls apart. So it's his consistency. Again, what I keep saying about him is that it's not velocity problem, it's not an injury problem, it's a mental problem. He's lost something mentally where he cannot stay in the zone after a while, or his mind flies off on him and he just loses it. But this seems to be the case with him. He pitches well, and then until he doesn't. And it always seems to come to the point over the last 13 months that he won't pitch well throughout a game. So that's is what happened. Blue Jays were up 4-0 by the 3rd, 4-1, then 4-3, then 5-3. Now you're starting to get really concerned, and then it just fell apart. 7-5, they were down, eventually lost 9-5. So what else to say about him? Look, this is not going to be a channel that is going to indulge the manic mindset of Jays fans of up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm a maniac in my real life, but with baseball, I'm very measured. And this is what I'm gonna continue to stick with this on Berrios. He is going to be frustrating. But they gave him a big contract. They are not sitting him on the bench, at least not for 15 starts. That's just not going to happen. So we got to stick with him. We got to hope for the best. We got to hope he figures this thing out, because, again, his history is much longer of success than it is of failure. So why is this happening to him? Again, for myself, I can only think it's a mental thing, but some people think he's just pure garbage, always has been. That's not the case. He's been a very good pitcher, a well above average pitcher his entire career, 8 years. So I don't, being measured, I'm not going to look at that and go, he's in the prime of his career. He's been very good every single year except last year. Yeah, he's garbage. That's just not how the law of averages. It's not the way I examine numbers. It's not the way I think about things. Now, he looks like he's completely fallen apart. He looks like he's not good. So, and right now he is not good. So I am giving you that. But what are we going to do? He's got a big contract. They're not dropping him out of the rotation. They're going to give him as much rope to hang himself as possible. So I just don't want to get manic and scream and yell after every start. It's not the channel for that. You're welcome to vent that in the comment section and let me know what your feelings are, but I'm just not joining you in the mania if that is part of your mindset. So the Blue Jays lost 9-5. Starters, Jose Berrios pitched 4 innings. Gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 71 pitches. Again, walks haven't been the problem for him. He gets the meaty part of the plate. He loses his location. He doesn't keep the ball down. I said early, keep that ball down. You're going to have a great start. And as the runs started to come, the ball started coming up. So he's not that he's wild. He just gets too much of the plate and gets hammered every time he does it. So it's really bad until he figures that out. Angel starter Tyler Anderson was no better. He tossed 4 2/3, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks on 88 pitches. Blue Jays pen came in, and they were not all that much better. 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks, 2 home runs. Adam Simber, Trevor Richards, Zach Pop, and Anthony Bass. I will not go through all their numbers. Angels pen tossed 4 1/3, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. They were very strong. So how do we look at this? You know, today's a big start with Kikuchi, and I'm going to go through that preview in a minute. This Blue Jays team, as I said in the preseason, again in spring training, we cannot win with 3 good starters, assuming that Chris Bassett's going to be a good starter. Either Kikuchi or Berrios has got to step up and be a above average starter. We can't do it on 3 pitchers. So Berrios doesn't seem to be it right now. And as excited as everybody is about Kikuchi, I don't have any more faith in him whatsoever, despite his good spring, despite his first start. I want him to do very well, but I don't have any more faith in him. Angels hitters had 10 hits, 9 runs, 3 home runs, 2 walks, 7 K, 8 left on base. Mike Trout homered, Hunter Renfroe homered, and Luis Rengifo homered. Isn't Gio Urshela, doesn't he, he seems to be a thorn in the Jays' side. He doesn't destroy the ball, but he just makes nice plays, and he's always getting a hit here and there. So he was 2 for 4 with a run, too. I'm not going to go through the Blue Jays batters. They lost 9-5. It is what it is. It's a game. We move on. We try and get that win today. We go up 6-4. That's a great road trip. So I think that can happen. Let's go through the preview for today. Game 3, Toronto Blue Jays now 5-4 take on the Angels 5-3 in the final game of their 3-game set. Start time is 4:07 p.m. Eastern at Angel Stadium. The expected matchup is Yusei Kikuchi 1-0 versus Reed Detmers, who has no wins or losses. Looking at a game time temperature, beautiful game time temperature of 23 degrees Celsius this afternoon. Kikuchi is 31-year-old. Of course, he's had a great spring, as we all know, and he's followed that up with a strong first start, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 2 Ks, and he got the W in that. He actually was the, believe it or not, was the one that calmed the Blue Jays fans' nerves. So let's see if we can do it again. He has great stuff, but a below-average career. Again, many Jays fans have bought in early on him. I have not. I need to see at least 8 to 10 quality starts in a row from him before I even think of buying into Yusei Kikuchi. Because remember, in 2021, he was an all-star, and then fell apart in the second half, ended up having just the same below-average season that he has every year. Angels batters, again, hitting .319 off Kikuchi. I say again because they've been hitting these Blue Jays pitchers in 91 at-bats. They have a .319 average, connecting for 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. Of course, superstars Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout are the leaders, having combined for 4 home runs, 8 ribbies, and 31 at-bats. So those 2 monsters, I can't wait to be gone from them. Reed Detmers is a 23-year-old from Nokomis, Illinois. He's a first-round pick in 2020 by the Angels, 10th overall. He was very solid in 2022, going 7-6 with a .377 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, and in 129 innings. That's his second season in the big leagues. He's had mixed results in his first start. He struck out 7 4 2/3, but also put 7 men on base and gave up 3 runs. Blue Jays batters against Detmer, not a lot of experience, and just 4 hits and 23 at-bats. But I love the way they're swinging the bat. It's going to be a good game. We're going to finish this off, go to 6-4. I hope you enjoy the game, and I will see you after for a recap.